Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Crossover. Starring Josh Johnson and Chris McGill. Featuring Christina Thorson. And of course, you, the Instagram live chat. Now, sit back and enjoy this week's edition of The Crossover. Powered by Card Ladder.
What's up?
That fan keeping you cool?
This week was much cooler, but apparently temps are going back up next week, so
Yeah.
whatever. This week we hit a low of like 65. It was nice in the morning.
Nice.
You guys still on traveling about?
Yep. We are still northern, up north.
Nice.
Yep. But it's pretty hot here. It's been in the 80s for last week. That's not hot for you.
I'd kill for the 80s. All right.
All right. There we go. All right. Well, let me welcome everybody to The Crossover. Today is Friday, September 20th, and we kick things off with announcements. And I don't know that we have any announcements this week. No?
Nah.
No announcements this week. The other thing we start the show off with are mail days. Oh, Christina has a mail day. All right, let's go. Christina will lead off the mail day segment.
I have a Maxi Kleber 1 of 1 from 2020 Prism. It's the Sensational Signatures insert set. Now that I have this card, I've put together the entire rainbow of Sensational Signatures. And this is the 1 of 1 I was missing. There it is, up there at the top.
Nice.
And the only card I'm missing out of the entire print run of 2020 Prism now is that frickin' neon green base out of 5. So that's my mail day.
I was about to make a joke. Wow, you finished a rainbow.
Yeah, I did. I finished a rainbow, but not the rainbow.
Very nice.
Very nice. Congrats. I have a small, not quite a mail day, but a pickup. This is the 2022 Optic Green out of 5, Lights Out, Nikola Jokic. And this I received from a gentleman named B-Ball Cards 96 at the Minnesota Card Show last weekend, who pulled it himself and then allowed me to have it. So shout out to him. Cool card. Happy to have it. All right. Do you have any mail days? I don't know how you follow last week.
I do not. Well, I have 2 on the way, but not here yet.
All right, fair enough. Okay. Lots of questions that I liked this week. Not as many questions as usual, but a lot that I liked. And we have a big backlog if we get through them all.
I was going to say, they were probably protesting sending questions in since we got to none last week.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's actually still, I don't know if we'll be able to get to all these, but let me kick it off with a great question from Brohio15, who says this: what inning are we in now? I feel like this question needs to be dusted off.
Man, are we finally in the 3rd inning?
Yeah. Okay, maybe. We may be finally in the 3rd inning.
Because we did the 2nd inning was the boom, and everyone's excited. And now we're coming back to the 3rd inning now. We're finally back.
What happened to the inning metaphor? I mean, what killed it off? It was so popular just a few years ago.
We're not quite to that level of hype again. We're just at like a stable, normal hype right now.
Yeah.
It's got to be a parabolic hype to start saying. I just always loved that it was like, well, I can't say first because it's, we got to like show some movement of time. So let's go 2nd.
Yeah. I like that. We're in the 3rd inning now. I actually always hated that metaphor because I don't think of cards as some finite linear game that has a 9th inning and then it's over.
Right.
That was
right. Like we all just burn our cards in the 9th inning.
Yeah. What happens in the 9th inning? The ninth inning is when all the dummies are left just owning their cards and the pump is complete.
Yeah. Plus had always lended itself to people being like, we're not even to the stadium yet. Like, the game hasn't even started. Like, all these stupid time pieces where it doesn't even make sense.
Right.
Wait, if the ninth inning is the pump is over and like all the dummies are holding their cards, aka all the collectors are holding their cards and the pump is over, aka all the influencers have fucked off and left us the fuck alone, can we be in the ninth inning already then? Like, can I request that we time jump to the ninth inning and let everyone fuck off and let us just collect the cards that we like?
You may. All right, let's move on. Next up from 610 Sports Cards, another big picture meta question. Are cards still fun?
Man, is this coming from Justin himself? Is he giving us the perspective of, is it fun? Am I having fun?
Okay, so that's interesting. I mean, he didn't specify a subject. He just asked a general question. Are cards still fun?
I think they are. I think I'm like kind of finding this new lane, which is a fun period of it. As long as you're like continuously engaging and finding new stuff to explore and buying and selling, it keeps it fun, I guess.
I think cards are still a ton of fun. I mean, I guess it's hard to think about what it was like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, but I don't remember having significantly more fun than I'm having right now.
You still have fun engaging with Instagram and seeing posts and stories and the consumption part of it?
Yeah. Yep, I do. I still do. How about you?
I have a lot of fun hating on aspects of the hobby.
Yeah.
It's like a left brain, right brain. The fun of like collecting what I like and knowing that I'm gathering items that I enjoy owning, and then also the other brain is like, I also love just hating on all this stupidity.
Fair. Yeah. I don't know. Why do you think Justin sent in this question? What's he getting at?
He's always got some like deep meaning thing that I don't figure out until later.
Yeah, I think it's always good to ask this question in times of, people getting very excited. And
I think he sees this show as like a sober, like straightforward show that we wouldn't bullshit either way. Like he's like, if you guys think it's fun, then I'll just kind of go with that. If you guys are upset, then maybe I should think about that.
Yeah. Do you think he's still having fun?
Yeah. I know that he picked up like a really nice lot of stuff, and he's been going to a lot of shows and enjoying going through that collection and stuff like that. Like he's enjoying. He bought himself like a year of fun, I think, with that.
Okay, so maybe he's just asking the question that we all should be asking. I mean, he's having fun, and he's just saying, "Well, are you guys having fun too, or not?"
Yeah. I take it as like, yeah, like there's like a couple people that I would ask this question of like, I just kind of trust those people. What do you guys think? He just wants. He wants to hear the topic discussed.
Does it seem like there are visible people out there who are not having fun?
I keep seeing the YouTube videos that are like, why I'm quitting the hobby, and then like the next day they have another video, so I'm like, did you quit the hobby? Or they have a story post the next. This is, guys, after I buy these cards, I'm out after this. The next day they have like a story sale and they're back.
Right. Yeah, I love this question because this should always be the question. Am I having fun? And if not, how do I adjust my experience so that I am?
What are we doing here?
Exactly. Like 1956 Topps guy says, if cards aren't fun, it's time to switch things up or leave. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. There's definitely a sense of like someone selling their collection and then hanging around and trying to make it miserable for the rest of us. I keep seeing that too.
Yeah.
Can I help you? Are you you don't own cards. What would you like me to do to entertain you?
That's one of my favorites. Is just the guy just hanging around, making this occasional story post, and
Or like, this is, guys, check out my old card. I used to own it. Hit auction last night. I used to own this.
Yeah. All right. Next up from PLB Cards. For the Panini era. Okay, by the way, we got like 4 or 5 questions on one of ones this week. So
Dude, people are picking up what we're putting down, Chris.
Yeah. And 8 hypotheticals that would get us to like one of ones less. So
The 5. If they were out of 5, would you still like them?
yeah, that's literally one that we have. Okay. From PLB Cards, he says, for the Panini era, which one of ones from which sets would you rather have than a Prism Gold out of 10 for a given player? Okay, so good question.
Like, how far are we willing to go?
Well, here's what I wanted exactly, and here's what I wanted to do. All right, I'm pretty familiar with the 2017 football products,
Yeah.
so I wanted to just bring up all the products from 2017 football, and you tell me when we get to, and I'll chime in too if I see one. You tell me when we get to a product.
I'll stop. Yeah.
That you say, yeah. All right.
Yeah. So you're going in some sort of order of like the shield and then the finite, and you're going to work your way down.
I'm not that organized. This is just alphabetical. I'm just going to say the products, and you tell me when you hear a product that has a one of one that you would rather have than the Prism Gold, just be like, all right, that's one that I would rather have than the
Prism Gold. I'm going to use the Mahomes rookie.
Yes. Yep. This is Mahomes rookie year. So, all right. Donruss.
So this is the optic rated rookie?
No, this is just the Donruss.
The paper.
Paper?
Yep. I would. This doesn't make sense value-wise. Okay?
I understand why.
This doesn't make sense value-wise, but I do. Donruss is like close enough to me that like.
It's also the legacy of Donruss. Like,
yeah.
It's like it has a history behind it.
It does.
That has the longevity to have provenance as a product.
Exactly. Okay.
This is good. We're gonna be different on this. This is already good.
Yeah,
because I said no. Like I shook my head no.
2 no's, 1 yes.
Yeah.
So it's the paper version of the one I'm thinking of, the rated rookie where he's holding it in the photo shoot?
Correct.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, no way. I can already tell that's going to be one of those ones that's like press proof one of one or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Yep. I think it might actually be. I don't remember exactly what it is from his rookie year Donruss, but yeah. Yep. It would be the one of that paper.
I'm out.
Okay. So
gold.
Next up, we have Donruss certified cuts.
No.
I vote no as well.
If you vote no, I'm an automatic no.
I agree. I agree.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look it up. Like
a few of these too, like maybe like 3 of these products are not going to have a one of one to the base set, but just like I don't have all that in front of me right now. Just don't worry about it. Just pretend that it does. Okay. Yeah, it's a fine picture, but
go ahead.
All right. Next, we have Donruss Elite.
No.
I say no as well. And then finally, I think I need to ask you on Donruss.
Been close, to be honest.
No, and that's why this. As I went through this list before, and it gets really interesting. Almost nothing ends up matching the Prism Gold, I think. But okay, the final one we have is Optic of the Donruss family of cards. Would you rather have the Optic Gold Vinyl 1 of 1 or the Prism Gold out of 10?
The only thing is, it's the gold vinyl, so it like I would say yes on that because I just love the look of gold vinyl.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say yes for the Optic 1 of 1.
Same.
Right. Yeah, and I'm gonna take the Optic Gold Vinyl too.
I'd almost. No, I guess not. I would probably draw the line at like the insert gold vinyls.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the insert.
But the base. So there's the auto version too, which complicates it, right?
It does, but I would take either over the Prism Gold.
I would only take the non-auto.
Okay.
Yeah, I would only take the non-auto.
It's not a sticker. It's not a sticker.
Yeah, but I don't like autos.
Okay.
So are you talking about the rookies when you're talking about inserts?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I think that sometimes those, I'm trying to picture the Mahomes and I can't really right now, but I'm picturing Luka's. Yeah. Like, sometimes those look better than the pictures they choose for rated rookies.
Yeah.
So I would choose, I would go with either the rookie or rated rookie 1/1 for that.
Okay.
Non-auto though.
All right. The next product we have is
There,
simply
Josh has it up.
yeah. The next product we have is simply Panini. Panini had a product called Panini in 2017. I'm not sure if it had a 1/1.
That would be so hard to search.
Yeah.
Panini minus every other product.
Pretty much.
Okay, here it is. Panini. It does have a 1/1. It has a Black Knight 1/1. But anyway, I'm a no on this.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
All right.
no because I don't even know the product.
Next up, Absolute.
No.
Nope.
So Absolute doesn't have a 1/1 to the base card anyway. But okay, I'm a no as well. Certified.
Nope.
Certified. Josh is a no.
I'm gonna say no.
Certified's base card of Mahomes is called the Freshman Fabric Mirror Signatures, which does have a 1/1, but
Signature, I'm out.
it's a little too far off the beaten path for me. But it might be a cool card.
You said too many
like it has a
words. Too many words.
it sounds like it has a patch and an autograph, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
it sounds like he's trying to justify it, Josh.
I'm still
Exactly.
saying no. Okay, next up is the 2017 Panini Classics. 2017 Panini Classics.
I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna say no.
Yeah,
Right.
I say no as well. I'm not even sure if Mahomes has a base card in that set, but no, definitely no. Okay, this is where it gets a little interesting. Next up is 2017 Panini Contenders, which is the Super Bowl ticket 1/1.
Paper.
Paper.
I'd rather have that one.
You and I agree.
I think we're in the minority though.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't think too hard. Just what your gut say.
No.
This one?
No. Yep, that's the one.
That card's sick.
Yeah.
That card is sick.
Yeah.
I like the Contenders lineage.
Yeah, that's true too.
I
Yeah,
really like the lineage.
I also like the platinum blue.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you doing? Yeah or no?
I'm going yeah.
Okay. Next up, this should be an interesting one as well. Next up, we have Contenders Optic.
See, I'm a no on this one.
Okay. I believe it's a gold vinyl.
It is. I know what it looks like. I can pull it up. I've seen it. There's an auto. It's an auto, right?
Yes. I think that's right.
Yeah, auto.
I feel like it's sold recently. No. Okay, never mind. I mean, it's pretty cool looking, but I'm a no.
Yeah. What's that card's number? 103? Okay.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, what are you on this, Chris?
I'm a yes.
That to me is like really, really close. I feel like that's where that might be the first card I said no to.
Yeah. Correct. Right. Yep. It's right there.
Right
Why are
there.
you
Because I
saying no to that one?
think that the Contenders Optic is a gimmicky thing.
Yeah.
We have Optic and we have Contenders. Do we really need to make a child of them?
Fair. Fair. I agree. I wish the product didn't exist. Okay. Next up, we have Crown Royale. Crown Royale, which does not have a 1/1. It only has the rarest parallel to the base set is a platinum out of 49. So let's just skip that one. We don't even need to worry about it. It does not have a 1/1. All right, after that, we have Encased. Panini Encased, which does have a diamond 1/1 rookie cap patch autographs.
Auto, I'm out.
I'm a no on this one. Josh, do I need to ask? No.
No.
Okay, next up, we have 2017 Panini Eternal.
Nope. Keep going.
Keep going.
This
Next.
definitely sounds like a Chronicles product.
Yeah. Next up, we have 2017 Panini Flawless, which is going to have a Shield autograph, which is an insert, and then the base set card is the Rookie Gem Signatures Platinum 1/1.
So is this? Are we doing just base? Or
You can do either. I mean, we're going to do base for almost all these, but like for Flawless, the Shield autograph is a very important insert. Either one. Would you take either one?
The base is not a shield.
It is not. The base is just a straight up autograph.
For the patch.
No patch.
I'm gonna
Yeah. And it has it has diamonds.
Yeah, I'm gonna know on both.
Yeah.
Oh.
If I want diamonds, I'll make you buy me something like to wear. I don't need diamonds in my fucking cards. But like, yeah, I said it. And but I would do the shield auto. That's like the one time I would say yes to the auto.
This one?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
I'm
that's it.
No on that one.
Okay.
Pick your jaws up off the floor.
Why are you a no on that one?
I just don't like I feel like if we don't say no to all these like inserts out of these sets, I sent you. I was trying to understand the 2020 flawless, and there's like 6 shields for the rookies. It's like, come on, where do we draw the line? There wasn't 6, but there's just so many, and it's hard to know what's what. And if we don't have some rules around it, we end up like select, and we've got 6 blacks.
I like it. All right, I'm a yes on both. I am a yes on the shield autograph because it is the only shield autograph of Mahomes and flawless that year.
It's the Prism Gold, right?
Over Prism Gold, and I'm a yes on the diamond base autograph 1 of 1 2. All right, let's continue here. Then we have Gold Standard, Panini Gold Standard, which the 1 of 1 is the rookie jersey autographs double tag 1 of 1.
Nope.
No, I think we're all in on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Up next, we have Panini Illusions.
Nope.
That 1 of 1 is First Impressions Memorabilia Autographs, purple 1 of 1.
I like Illusions. If it was a base, I might be tempted.
But the patch autograph aspect of it, or jersey autograph?
The autograph, like, I'm out. Because Illusions, at least now, is like a acetate card. So, like, how are you going to put fucking memorabilia and autographs on an acetate?
All right. Fair enough.
You'll find a way.
I'm a no as well. All right. Next up is Immaculate Collection. And the 1 of 1 in Immaculate is the rookie patch autograph. And there's NFL Shield 1 of 1 and a Platinum Tag 1 of 1.
Yes to the Shield, no to the tag.
What's a Platinum Tag?
Piece of the laundry tag, I guess. Yeah.
And the Shield is an insert?
No, Shield is true base.
I will take that one.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the one where the Shield is kind of like blocked off around the edges.
Maybe. I think actually it's a small Shield.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I do know what you're saying. But I think this one is actually the little mini Shield, and the card is horizontal.
Oh, so it's not this one. What's this one?
It is not that one. That is the insert.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah.
Would you take how about the insert? Let's throw the insert in there. Would you take the insert?
No, I'll take the other one. I'll take the horizontal one.
Okay.
Because I've seen it where other years where they have this one where you can see more of the Shield and it's full and it's the insert. And then the smaller windowed one is the true.
Yeah.
Which confuses people, but...
Yep. It is confusing, but so you'll take only the RPA, the true base. Christina, what did you decide?
I said I will take the Shield, but not the tag.
Okay. And my vote is going to be I would take the Shield autograph insert, and I would take the base Shield autograph as well.
No one's taking the tag?
No one's taking the tag.
Fuck the tag.
All right, next up we have Impeccable.
Nope.
Go look at the Impeccable.
I know.
Elegance rookie helmet and patch autographs. It's 2 shields. It's 2 shields. It's 2 nice shields. It looks like the Flawless and Immaculate NT cards. I think the Mahomes is sold. Do you see it?
I don't see the Mahomes, but I know that like Impeccable is sometimes cool looking.
Yeah, McCaffrey has one that's sold. I know that.
Yeah. Here's a Cooper Cup one.
There you go. There it is. Come on, man. You got to think about it a little bit.
Why are there 2 shields?
Because apparently one is helmet and one is patch.
I'm gonna say no, because I don't trust the brand as much.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, though.
The card is cool looking. That's the only reason. Yeah.
It's a nice looking card.
It is.
So I'm gonna say yes due to the aesthetic of the card. Yeah.
They've got
This is
the it's like, help me out here, like canvas paint looking kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it does. I'm gonna say yes, but this is a really, really close one for me. But I am saying yes. Stiff says 2 shields is gimmicky. It is. It is. It is gimmicky.
See, gimmicky is when I start to.
Yep.
That's the word that pushes me over on a lot of these. Optic
true.
Donruss or Contenders Optic.
Yeah.
Gimmicky.
It's true, dude. It's really true. Okay, the next product we have is limited, Panini Limited,
Nope.
and the 1 of 1 is a rookie patch autograph Sapphire.
Nope.
1 of 1.
Nope.
Limited.
I like Sapphire, but I'm gonna say no because Limited doesn't have a longevity.
Yeah, I lean no as well. Okay. The next one we have is Panini Majestic. I'm not even sure if Mahomes is in Panini Majestic. We can just go ahead and move on.
Yeah, I'm saying no.
Next up, we have National Treasures. Shield. He actually has multiple 1 of 1s, which makes it a little interesting. He has the Platinum NFL Shield, red laundry tag, and red. So that's 3 different 1 of 1s.
I feel like I've seen the True somewhere, but
Yeah, is that out there? I don't know.
I don't know.
Got that.
I'm not sure it's posted.
Yeah, I think the True is a foregone conclusion unless anybody wants to deny the NT Platinum.
I think that might be the only card I would even consider over the Finite.
Yep.
Right.
Are you good with NT? I agree.
But I'm saying fuck the tag again.
And the
And the red 1 of 1, I'm kind of like.
red is like it's a regular shield. It just happens to be the 1 of 1 variant, right?
Yeah. Yes, and but here? I'll make the case for the red briefly.
Okay.
Don't.
It's jersey color.
Jersey color.
Nice.
So it'll look nice.
It will look nice. I'm yes on the platinum. I'm yes on the red. I'm no on the tag.
I'm yes on the platinum, no on the tag, and no on the red, due to the fact that red isn't normally associated with 1 of 1s.
Yeah,
so then
that's
it
true.
feels gimmicky because it feels like they only did that.
That's true.
For Mahomes, which we know isn't true because he wasn't even the top pick that his rookie year.
All right.
But looking back, it feels like that.
All right.
The red. Is this the red?
No.
No, this is like the insert.
That's
red.
an insert. That's an insert.
So you'd be no on this one.
Ooh.
Dude, you're picking like 20 cards over the Prism Gold.
Yeah, it'll probably be in that range.
And I'm probably like 7 or 8, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to say that I'm telling what the market value is.
No.
The Prism Gold is more valuable than at least half of the ones I've selected.
Okay.
All right. So moving on then, we have Origins. Panini Origins. Yeah, come on, man. That's the red 1 of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm taking that over the Prism Gold. Thank you.
It's just a sick patch, yeah.
All right. But then
That looks pretty cool with the red LH football. Like,
are you changing your vote?
no.
All right. Next up, we have Panini Origins, rookie jumbo patch autographs, and the 1 of 1 is a black Nike swoosh. No.
What is this? Origins?
Origins.
I do like Origins, but I'm going to say no.
Yep, I'm a no as well. Josh is a no as well. Moving on. Pantheon. Panini Pantheon. The 1 of 1 is a neophyte calligraphy rookie autograph relics. Hollow silver 1 of 1.
Negative.
I'm learning that there's way more Mahomes rookie cards than I knew about.
Yeah. There's a syllable count on this that if the name has too many syllables, it's just going to be a no.
Look at the PSA label for these. A little closer up here, a little roll of gold.
That's amazing. All right. Next up, we have Phoenix. Panini Phoenix.
That I know is a Chronicles product.
It has a blue 1 of 1. And there's a cool backstory to this card, which is it got like damaged in transit or something, and Tom has it. He has the mangled Phoenix 1 of 1.
It's mangled.
It's mangled. Yeah. I'm a no as well, but it's an interesting card. It's an interesting card. All right, next we have 2017 plates and patches. Plates and patches. It's a rookie patch autograph, gold 1 of 1. Yeah, there it is. See? Yeah, there it is.
It's like melted.
It's melted. Okay, so plates and patches, rookie patch autograph, gold 1 of 1.
Yeah.
I'm a no on this one. No.
No.
We are nearing the end here. Okay, so then we have 2017 playoff, which has a 1 of 1 called the touchdown 1 of 1. Okay. We're all no on playoff.
Yeah.
Then we have 2017 preferred.
Nope. I've seen that one. No way.
Okay. The 1 of 1 is a rookie silhouettes autograph relics NFL shield 1 of 1. It is a shield.
So this is the 99.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ah, yeah. Okay. I kind of like that one though.
You got the big old patch window.
Yeah. Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of the silhouettes. Yeah, it's got the. You can see the.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go no, but it's an interesting card. All right. Then we have Prestige, the 2017 Prestige. Not sure if Mahomes is even in there, but I think we're all no on that.
No.
Then you have 2017 Prism, Panini Prism.
Yeah, taking the fucking 1 of 1 over the gold out of 10. Yes.
That'd be funny if we got a no on this one. We are all in agreement on that one. We have 2017 Rookies and Stars, which has a platinum 1 of 1. No. We have 2017 Select.
Yes.
And I must recuse myself from this vote because we have the one of the 2 select 1 of 1s. There's a field level 1 of 1, and there's a die cut 1 of 1.
Do I recuse myself as well? So
yes.
You were bidding each other up during that auction.
Yep. Josh, field level or premier level?
You want me to be honest?
You have to be honest.
I would take the field level and not the die cut.
Okay. A reasonable answer.
Yeah.
I am wounded.
I know.
It's fine. I like the die cuts.
Yeah. Well, I just like that it's his first ever select base.
The field level is sick.
Yeah, the field level is. I'm yeah. I recuse myself actually. Okay. Then we have Spectra, 2017 Spectra, and that is a rookie patch autograph with 4 different 1 of 1s. Gold, logo, shield, and swoosh.
I'm a no due to the fact there are 4 1 of 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've all eliminated themselves.
Yeah.
I'm a no as well, but had it been just a pure Spectra base and only 1 1 of 1 and like a Nebula 1 of 1, I would be a yes.
Yeah, if it was a 1 Nebula, a singular Nebula 1 of 1, I would have been a yes. But
you used to also have Spectra Gold Vinyl 101, right?
Yeah, they have those too.
I have the girly of that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool as well. Okay, we have just 4 left. 2017 Panini Paralleled.
No.
Or, I'm sorry, did I say Panini Unparalleled? Sorry. Unparalleled.
Even worse.
This is a rookie jersey autograph, and it has 3 1 of 1s.
yeah, 2 of them are fucking tags.
2 are tags, yep, and 1 is a shield. I'm a no as well.
So the parallel of the unparalleled set?
Yeah.
They lied and when they titled that set.
Nice try.
All right, next up we have 2017 Vertex, which is the rookie capstones autograph relics Onyx 1 of 1.
No.
No for Josh.
You like this one.
I do.
Onyx is just a fancy name for black.
Yep.
I'm a no.
I am a yes.
Not this one?
That's the one. But it has a 1 of 1. It has 1 of 1, and I would take it.
Whoa. This is the shocker of the night.
Yeah. Yep. There is a sale of the 1 of 1 in sales history too.
Yeah.
With 4 windows.
Yeah. Yeah, I once had the McCaffrey. It's a really cool. I really like how that card looks.
It's sold for $7,000.
The Mahomes did?
Yeah.
That can't be right. It sold for like 45. I think.
It says pristine auction 5 days ago.
5 days ago. Oh my goodness. That
Did I just break something? It says authentic. It says black box.
that's the issue.
Okay, so
No,
this is a black box.
There's a sale of the True from March 13th, 2022 in a PSA authentic holder for 43 grand.
I see that one. Okay, that's a.
And it
That's
has
not
a
the same
laundry tag. Fuck the tag. No,
That's all right.
no, it's not all right. Anytime there's a tag on it, get out of
Okay,
here.
this one's much better, but still no.
Yeah, but I'm a yes on that one. I like that card. Okay, and then 2 more. We have Panini XR,
Yeah.
Which is a rookie triple swatch autographs with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different one-of-ones.
Sticker auto.
Okay. We're all a no. And then the final product, 2017 score.
Nope.
2017 score. I'm not even sure if Mahomes is in 2017 score.
Score is a Texas Tech jersey.
There you go. That's why it's not in my spreadsheet. Okay. All right. So recap. Christina picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that she would take rather than the Prism Gold. Josh has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They were different cards, though.
But they were slightly different cards. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 that I would take.
One of one whore.
Yes. Brendan asks if Mosaic made the list. Mosaic was not in production in 2017 for football.
All right, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Okay.
I'm exhausted.
That was way more thinking than any of us signed up for.
I bet if we ran through the list again, I would have different answers.
Maybe. Speaks to the power of the Prism Gold that even the most liberal of the one-of-one sycophants, myself, still can only find 13 cards that I would put over. All right. Do you have any final thoughts on that exercise?
No.
Moving on. The next question.
I have one final thought on the exercise.
Okay.
That anyone who's talking about Panini era, and like the longevity of it, I would caution you and recommend taking your favorite player from the Panini era and doing this exercise yourself, because what you appreciate in Panini, others will as well in the future. But you need to go and learn what was offered and not just assume that the ones that people are talking about are all that was offered. Go look at these cards that we just pulled up. If you're on audio, obviously you can't see what Josh was showing. But go and do the research yourself. Don't rely on people and what they own or what content creators are telling you are the cards of Panini.
All right.
I have one question, Chris.
Yeah.
Would you rather have the Prism Gold final out of 5 or the Prism Gold out of 10?
I'd rather have the Prism Gold out of 10. And the most obvious metric or measurable that I could use to explain that to someone quickly is the Prism Gold's legacy originates in 2012 Prism Football, and the gold vinyl took a little longer to come around.
And leave the gold vinyl for Optic.
And that too.
All
right. Next up is 1956 Topps Guy, who says, should those of us in the hobby care about how people outside the hobby perceive the value of our cards? I can see arguments on both sides, and I'm interested in your opinions.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is a good question.
I think we all do care to some extent. Otherwise, we wouldn't be as active as we are on Instagram.
Yes.
I will say no, because you're saying people outside the hobby.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're talking about my siblings who don't collect cards, don't care about cards, and to which I will say, if you look at other hate to use this term, but alternative investment lanes such as classic cars or art, people outside those markets don't understand what those things are worth, but that doesn't devalue them within the market. So I don't give a fuck about Joe Schmo walking on the street, not understanding that the card that I just bought from auction is worth X amount of money. I care more about like the, well, I don't really care about what anyone thinks. So yeah, never mind.
That's good.
I'll just
Good
stop
points.
there.
Good points. Okay. Good points.
Also, I'm getting yelled at about my language. If any kid is listening, go the fuck to bed.
Josh?
I care about it in that I think it is cool. It's a fun part of it that it can be like a financial tool, as well as a collectible. I find that interesting, and I like the dynamic of not necessarily like convincing someone else outside, but at least like putting respect on it. Like if someone were to ask and I'd maybe like make a joke about it, I would like take it as a serious tone of like, no, it's a real like investment. It's something I take seriously and I believe in. So, and I would stand by it. So to me, that it's not really like convincing. Like I said, it's more of like a standing firm on what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. I think that people outside the hobby have almost no chance to understand why things are valued what they are.
Yeah.
Because you have to understand the importance and legacy and history of certain sets to understand why one Michael Jordan card that has 10 copies and is a bright green color is worth millions of dollars, and a different one that has one copy is worth $10,000.
What about like I don't. You probably haven't done this, but if it somehow came up in conversation that someone was like talking about Jokic and that person thinks Jokic is going to be XYZ in the long term, and it came up of like, man, what if you owned like their best card, and you're like, I actually own his best card. Like, does that statement have any meaning to someone outside the hobby?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. But people outside the hobby are going to struggle to understand why it's the best card.
Well, if they just take it at face value that what you're saying is correct, that it is the best card.
Yeah.
The question to you is like, well, how much is that worth? But
right.
Still.
Right. Yeah. I mean, as long as the conversation doesn't go further than that.
Yeah.
But, as soon as they start saying, well, why isn't, look at this one. This one has an autograph on it.
Oh, yeah. This one was like, I went to the game and he signed it in person. Oh, my God.
All right. Exactly. So, Anthony makes a point in the chat, which is it is easier to funnel people into the hobby if they think it's interesting, which I have no doubt Fanatics is like thinking about this all the time, about how to make it interesting to people who see the type of person I think who's going to be susceptible to cards is somebody who's predisposed to organization, classification, clarity of thoughts, systematic thinking. People who have those traits, which oftentimes are nerds, but not always. But people who think in those ways get a great satisfaction out of the organization and the hierarchy and the history and the, all the mental faculties that get exercised when you're analyzing and thinking about cards.
George says, AKA
yeah, nerds. Exactly. So, but you can also see how like there are people who, like analytics, or people who like stats, or people who like gambling, or there you can immediately see how there are adjacent categories.
Yeah.
On Cash would like it pointed out that these are geeks, not nerds. There are difference.
Duly noted, and I think that's a title.
I think the part that helps me explain to people on the outside is the fact of the licensing. Like, this is like a licensed product by the NFL or the NBA, and this is like an official collectible representation of this player, licensed by the sport. This is the collectible collectible to own for player, X.
Yeah.
It's like you and I could go back and forth on like the best Jokic memorabilia. Like who knows? We have no idea. But like, there's not much arguing over his licensed collectible trading card from Prism, the Black 101. It's just so easy to be like, this is it.
Bingo. And that's why the organization is so important.
Yes.
That's why Jefferson Burdick coming up with methods of putting the earliest sports cards into sets was the pivotal moment in the card industry. Okay.
And that was a nerd take.
That is definitely a nerd take. Okay. Coming up next, we have
viewers.
Coming up next, we have Stacking Slabs, who says, what would you like to see more of from a hobby content perspective? What would you like to see less of? Be specific. Thanks.
Pause. Brett, stop being lazy. Contact us privately on ideas. Otherwise, everyone else is going to steal them before you can make the content this weekend. So I'm ending this question there. We'll talk to you offline. Next question.
Or he is looking for us to praise him for his content and how it's better than everybody else's.
Well, I asked Brett when he sent this, I said, well, what is your answer? I'd like to know your answer. And he gave a fantastic answer. And I said, this is the problem with this question, is that if I say this answer, then people are going to do it. And people should figure it out on their own. So, but Brett, I thought, gave a great answer to what he wants, what he thinks is we should see more of, but I'm not going to repeat it.
I don't think you should.
Be the change.
Be the
hashtag.
Well, people can just look at the content we created for ourselves, and that's like we create what we think is the best. So there you go.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Brett. And we do love your content, by the way.
We do.
All right.
Congratulations to him for 500.
Congrats.
500.
Yep,
That's a lot, dude.
We listened to episode 500 on the way to the lake.
We did.
All right.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Next up, from MK Sports Cards, why is the 1984 star the best card ever? No, the question he would like to talk about Caitlin Clark cards. And he had a great story post today that was breaking down her card ladder index, which is just mooning. It's mooning.
It's pulling its pants down?
No, it's pulling them way up. It's Steve Urkel pants. I mean, they're just rising nonstop.
Let me take a look at this story. Her index is mooning. We have an official index, right? He didn't make this?
We do. We have an official Caitlin Clark player index.
Because you sent me that sale last night, which to me was like a very random looking card, and it sold for $75,000 or something.
Yes, it was the Panini Instant Draft Day or Draft Night autographs, which is a one of one, which is a significant set.
She doesn't have a Prism Black yet?
No. Panini hasn't released a single licensed WNBA product during this season. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Are people going to go nuts for that?
And look, Clark could be out of the playoffs in a week. So they're 3-game series.
Yeah,
they are the underdog, and their first game is Sunday.
So if that card that I feel is random sold for 75,
84,
isn't the Prism Black one of one kind of like a pretty big card?
That Prism Black could be
like $500,000.
Yeah,
it's like right. Is that the multiple or in my?
Yeah, especially because no matter how many WNBA products Panini ultimately puts out, it's going to be like 20% at the high end.
Because the one that sold was like Panini Instant Sticker Auto.
Yeah. Is it? I don't know if it's a sticker. Is it a sticker autograph?
It looks like a sticker to me, dude.
Okay.
Sometimes Panini does this weird thing though, where like
there's a place to sign, and you can get
and then they make it look like a rectangle that looks like a sticker, but like if you run your fingernail over it, it's actually on card.
This is the highest Caitlin Clark sale of all time, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it's a sticker. You can see.
Yeah, it looks like a sticker.
Okay.
But it's kind of like her first WNBA card. Maybe people are thinking about that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the. Doesn't Curry have one of these, like a Panini Instant rookie auto or something?
He does, and lots of players have Panini Instant and or Draft Night one
Right.
of one. So sometimes the Draft Night card will get put into Don Russ or a different product.
But it's
like
it's a Blue Viper one of one. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's like a newer parallel they've been doing. But Mahomes has a 2017 Panini Instant Draft Night autograph.
Yes.
Sells pretty well. So it's a significant set. It's not just like some totally random card. It's the Draft Night autograph.
Of the Caitlin Clark Prism Black, I kind of want to do the experiment with you real quick of what player I'd have to stop at where you would rather have hers than the NBA player's rookie black.
I would rather have, or what I think the market value would be. If it
No. Same as the Mahomes game. You'd rather have.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Run through some players, and then I'll tell you.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I would rather have the Clark.
Okay, so like I thought I'd get you right there.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's one I would have to think about.
Range. Giannis.
I prefer Giannis.
Okay, so I feel like I'm in like the area right there.
Yeah, you nailed the area. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is like right there, A or B. What you got to understand though is that Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, go ahead.
Caitlin Clark gets way more viewers than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
No, I know.
Okay, I know the viewer argument is not a hobby argument, so on and so forth. But like Caitlin Clark's WNBA rookie season of cards, there's going to be 5 or 6 products probably. The normal NBA has 20, 25, I don't know, somewhere in that range, right? So like it's the Prism Black is going to be such a significant card for her.
What about actually? I want to keep going with this. I feel like I'm going to.
And by the way, I'm cheating a little bit because Shay's Prism Black did sell for $200.
Yeah, I want to do it based on. It's mostly just like a player. Like the Prism Black is an easy way for you to categorize it, but it's more about the player.
Yes.
Halliburton.
I'm so partial to Halliburton.
I know.
But
I'm like tugging at your emotional strings now.
I think it would be really difficult to not take Clark over Halliburton.
Let's go. Wembanyama.
Wemby.
Okay. I'm like, dude, so there's like 6 guys you would take over her, 6 or 7.
Not many. Yeah.
What about LeBron? What about LeBron and Curry? Like some super
like their 2013 Prism Black, which is their first year?
No, like their rookie. If they hypothetically had a.
That's not even close. That's not even close. Yeah. That's not even close.
What about Durant?
Durant.
Super fracture.
Yep. I'll take.
Okay.
Here's the thing: Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is like this highly. Shai Gilgeous has made 2 All-Star teams.
I know, but I'm looking at what I did was I pulled up the PER and he's like 4.
Oh no, I know. He's amazing. He could potentially rip off
gonna get you
5 years and it's just nuts. Okay,
I got 2 that are real tough, so just really think.
All right.
Anthony Edwards and Jalen Brunson.
What was the second one? Ben Simmons?
Brunson.
Oh, Brunson? Yeah, I'm taking Clark over both of those.
You know what's funny? I agree with you on every single one of those. I think I might take Halliburton though.
Yeah.
I would take Clark over Wemby and Durant.
Wow.
Yeah, I could see that.
Here's the problem though, okay? Here's the problem. Clark has done nothing. I mean, that's not quite fair. She set the assist record. She set the assist record. She had an illustrious collegiate career. She has the most points ever scored in college history. She has the most assists in a season. But she's basically, and this is all prospecting, anticipating future success.
Yeah, but let me explain to you how college basketball works. Iowa does not get big-time recruits. South Carolina, LSU, UConn, these teams are absolutely stacked. And she had Kate Martin, who's good, but the rest of that team was like 2-stars and 1-star recruits. Like it's basically like she's going up against like all-star teams relative to the talent level around her. So her getting to the finals and the semifinals of the last 2 collegiate seasons is pretty impressive.
It is. I agree with that. Go ahead, Christina.
The way that you guys have nostalgia for collecting cards and Jordan and LeBron, you're going to have millions of little girls having nostalgia for Caitlin Clark and introducing them to basketball and women's sports in general.
Yeah.
So, like, if we're looking at it as, like, what would be more valuable to have long term, I think Caitlin Clark is hands down the more valuable Prism Black to have than almost anyone that was named, including Giannis, due to the fact of, like, her impact on females in sports and just, like, pop culture.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to get in so much trouble. What Taylor Swift is to, like, women, Caitlin Clark is to little girls. And, like, so I think that we're, like, yeah, I'm going to stop there. But, like, I would rather have Clark over anyone named, including Giannis.
All right, what about this one? I think she has a black, so I think I'm right. A'ja Wilson.
I would be very high on that card, but A'ja Wilson's card market is going to be derivative of Caitlin Clark.
I know. I'm asking you which you'd rather have.
A'ja Wilson or Clark?
The Prism Black rookie.
That is a great one. That's a great one, but that's kind of like asking Luka or Jokic, right? Where it's like Jokic has all these accolades like A'ja does, but Luka is obviously way more popular. And same thing for Clark. She's just way more popular. She's always going to be more of a cultural phenomenon. So, like, you probably have to go Clark. You have, even though A'ja Wilson is possibly the greatest WNBA
everyone
player.
Else would go Clark, but I feel like I could get you to say Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, I have there's a real world where in 5 years the A'ja Wilson is a more desired card because A'ja Wilson might have 6 total MVPs. Like this, so Clark broke the assist record this year for the WNBA, most total assists in a season. A'ja Wilson broke the points record, most points in a season, the most points per game in a season, the most rebounds in a season, the highest player efficiency rating in a season. She broke every record this year except for assists. She led the league in blocks too.
Did she win the MVP?
I don't think it's been announced yet, but there's no doubt that she's going to win her 3rd MVP.
Yeah. Dude, it's like the golden era of WNBA right now.
Yeah. Yep. Great.
All right, let's go.
That was a great exercise, though. Oh, but MK also wanted us to kind of talk about, what about her market? Her market is going crazy.
It looks like Wembanyama's, right?
No. It is the opposite. Wembanyama's down like 40% from day one of his index, and she's up huge.
Big guys versus ball handlers.
Right. Yeah.
But she dipped and then came back.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
It's crazy how popular she is, man. I when we were watching those games in the college tournament, you and I were texting just like how much fun she was, and like we found ourselves watching women's basketball, but I didn't think it would get to this point. It's crazy. She's so popular.
Yeah. I mean, her championship game with Iowa had like 16 million viewers.
Yeah.
More than the men's. And now her WNBA network games, now that the season is concluded, they average like 1.2 million viewers per game. It's 3 times more than the average WNBA game got, and it's more than most NBA teams would get.
She's more popular than Jason Tatum.
Yeah. I think her popularity might honestly be understated. I think she might be more popular than the media lets on. So I think she's a total phenomenon. All right. Kevin M. Cormier said carve out some space to talk about A'ja Wilson, but we did. We talked about A'ja. All right. But who's the player that's the trade off for you and Clark?
I'm in the same.
Okay.
I'm in the same range. I think I'd probably go Halliburton. I
What
like him.
about SGA?
I'd probably go Clark. I just like she's great. I'd probably rather have Caitlin Clark.
Okay.
I do think it would sell for more than the SGA as well.
Yeah, I think it could sell for multiples more than SGA.
I think it's going to outsell. There's going to be some like bounty crap on that card. It's going to be popular. It's a big card. What an awesome card! It's like for sure her best card, right? She's not going to have some NT freaking logo man or something. Right? Isn't WNBA is a little bit harder?
Will it be logo woman?
I don't think NT has ever made WNBA cards.
It hasn't.
So yeah, I mean, but who knows? Who knows what Panini has up their sleeve? Like
it would be smart too.
Yeah. They should be printing all kinds of stuff. They got the license. Go make her cards.
They should like this year. They should have kept the print runs low, but released 20 products.
Yeah.
Because it would have driven like the sales would be outrageous.
Yeah.
And next year, I was just in the chat talking about it. Paige from UConn is coming into the league next year, and she's also going to be highly looked after. Like, not as big as Clark, but like they played together as kids, so there's going to be a rivalry that continues from kids to college to now the Sparks versus the Fever.
Yes. All right. Next question from Flash the Leather Cards. Why is it that retired NFL defensive players are more collectible than active ones? I feel this is a good one for you, Josh, if you agree with the premise.
I mean, we're talking about like vintage defensive players, like.
Well, you just picked up a Prism Black one of a retired defensive player.
But there was a good chance that he was even going to play this year, and that wouldn't, I feel like his value is the same whether he retired this year or he didn't. I think he's more talking about like
Dick Butkus.
Dick Butkus, and what's that other like 1930s?
LT Lawrence Taylor?
No, not Taylor. He's got population's way too high. He doesn't have a good card to compare it to. There's like an old Bronco Nagurski.
Oh yeah, okay.
So like that kind of stuff maybe is more collectible just because it's much older vintage and there's a market for that.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I think TJ Watt cards compared to JJ Watt, I think pretty similar, if not leaning towards TJ Watt.
Yeah.
And they have pretty similar-ish statures and all-time defensive rankings.
Yeah, JJ Watt is tied with Donald with 3 DPOIs.
Yeah, but TJ Watt has like crazy sack records. And
TJ Watt's crazy.
I feel like TJ Watt would sell pretty similarly to JJ Watt. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure that this is the case.
Yeah. The vintage football defensive stuff sells for a lot. I was looking at the Dick Butkus card sold for a lot. The 6-figure range on some of them. Yeah,
the highest grade Butkus rookie card is about $250,000, roughly, I think, in today's market value.
That's what gave me more confidence to buy the Aaron Donald, because I was like, dang, I don't know nothing about it. Sold for the Dick Butkus PSA 9. Let me check the pop report. Is there? It's a PSA. It's a pop 7. It sold for $37,000 back in 2017. So today's value is like $65,000 or something like that. $70,000.
Yeah. Are there any PSA 10s?
I can't pull up the pop report right now.
Oh, okay.
Let me check though. I'll figure it out. Hold on. There's a pop 1 PSA 10.
Yeah, so that's why I had it in my mind when I looked at this one. So that's probably like
$250,000
card.
Yeah. And I don't think Dick Butkus's accolades are nowhere near Aaron Donald, JJ Watt, and these types of guys.
Right. Yep. All right. Next question here from Drake. Drake's PC says, we have all likely sent in cards for consignments to help fund a purchase or to have cash available for a future purchase.
This guy's so good at asking questions about what he's currently going through.
Since consignments can sometimes take weeks to get listed, have you ever had a regretful consignment on a rare card where the potential deal on the new card fell through and you wanted the old card back? And how did you handle it if the card had not yet been listed or the card was even currently active in the auction? Okay, so you understand the scenario that he's laying out here is like he's consolidating, he's sending in some of his best cards so he can afford a new one, and then something happens in the interim and he's like, damn, I don't want to sell that card, I want it back.
Wow. He misses those platinum medallion 101s already.
I don't know if he's like been specific about it or not, but there is a strong sense here that he is referring to that one that just sold Thursday night, that he would have liked to get it back.
The question is like, what would you do?
Yeah. How would you handle it? How would you solve that?
He needs to learn from the school of crossover where right when you send a card to auction or to consignment, you got to start ripping on it. You got to find ways to hate it. You got to criticize the card. It looks too similar to the base. You got to come on. You got to get creative.
That's right. That's right. You got to start hating the card right away. Yeah. Well, I replied to him on DM and I was like, this is an interesting question. And I think like the first response to this is like, don't commit a card to be consolidated and sold and stuff until you have 100% secured the new card.
Yes.
Right? And he was like, yeah, he's like, I get that. He's like, this is more of a situation of where I thought I would need to sell this card to fund another one, but then it turns out that I actually didn't need to sell it and I want to get it back. And the question is the ethical question of what would happen if I bid on my own card that I sent to auction with the full intent of winning it. And what I said in reply to that is like, and I wonder what you would say about this. What I said is like, this takes me back to law school when they taught us that judges would have to recuse themselves from a case if there was even the appearance of impropriety. It doesn't even matter if there is impropriety. If there's even the appearance, you have to recuse yourself. In that case, he acknowledged, I think we all can sort of acknowledge, it could look bad. And also, this is a competitive market, and if people find out that you're doing that, they're going to use that against you to push you out because they don't want to compete against you for cards.
Right.
So I just think there's no world where that's ever going to look good, and I just kind of think you have to let that one ride. You can't, even if you genuinely, 100% authentically are just trying to buy back your own card, you got to let it ride. What do you think?
Agreed. I wouldn't even risk it, even if I wouldn't even risk it. No way.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes. I knew I was already looking at you because I knew you were coming. Yeah.
Follow up. Would you then, would you think it was morally correct to, if you knew who it was who won it, reach out to the winner and say, I will pay you.
Oh.
Like, I want that card back. Like, right. I ended up selling it, but...
Do you want to make a quick grand?
Yeah, something? Like, I removed myself from the auction because I knew it was incorrect, incorrect to do, following your passive, your just advice.
Yep.
But, would you then try to, repurchase that card from the new winner?
Right.
By saying,
fine.
Hey, I'll give you X amount over what you paid. I want this card back in my PC.
Yeah. Totally fine. I don't see any issue with that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give... I was a little mean to Drake last week.
That's great.
Or 2 weeks ago.
It's a good solution.
So I wanted to give him some kind of solution for his conundrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got in the crosshairs the other day, so I wanted to give him some hope.
There you go, Drake.
He's coming in and out of that. He's in and out of the crosshairs. I pulled up that Butkus. It's a Pop 1 PSA 10, Pop 7 PSA 9, Pop 172 PSA 8, 2000 total graded, 1 gem with Beckett, 250 graded, 0 even at a BGS 9. There you go.
Nice. All right. All right, up next, from the Cardfather 13. After watching Josh on Cajun Cardboard's latest episode discussing a LeBron James card hierarchy, I'm curious, how would you go about creating your own PC player's hierarchy of cards? With so many cards in the modern hobby, I'm curious how you might start attempting your own player PC hierarchy to help prioritize your player's best cards. For context, I personally don't put much importance on modern player rookie cards. I just want the best cards, rookie or not.
Man, this is your thing right now.
Yeah, so the first thing you have to do is
I taught you.
You have to survey the full landscape of cards. That's the first step. You need to know every potentiality out there. And as the question alludes to, that's a lot of work. So I think that unless somebody has, a full weekend to just bang out a spreadsheet, that's probably not happening.
It'll take longer than a weekend.
Multiple weekends, right.
Yeah.
So that's where you start, I think. And then once you have the true full universe of cards laid out, then you have to figure out what factors you think are important to you.
Yeah.
And then you can sort of rank them based on which factors you prioritize. Do you prioritize brand? Do you prioritize rarity? And you're probably not going to get any super clear answers. You're probably just going to get tiers. Like, here's all the base set 1-of-1s and so on and so forth. And then from there, you have to make your judgment calls. Pull up pictures, look at them, etc.
I also like to search the player's name on sales history and card ladder, sort by price, which I know isn't always the best way, but it's a great place to start.
Yes.
And just start looking at pictures.
Price is the scoreboard, as it has been said.
It's the easiest way.
Yeah. Price is going to give you the most direct snapshot of what the market thinks, and it will give you invaluable information. The information contained in a price point will help you understand which brands rank highest and so on and so forth. It would be really difficult to go in blind.
It's really nice for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. We were talking about him. If I do this exercise with him, I do the search, I get the NT Shield 101 as the top sale at $228. Second, I get the Black Prism. Like, you can already figure out, okay, those are probably the two most popular cards for a rookie.
Exactly. Okay. From Cardboard Insights, do you ever actively sit down and put your favorite cards side by side and try to decide which one you like better? And if so, why?
Like,
why do you like certain one better than the other?
Like, so we're saying kind of based on aesthetics?
I suppose. I don't know. Just the actual ritual of, like, put two cards here and pick one.
Yeah. When I put them away, I kind of like stack them based on my own internal ranking of them, so that next time I come back to look at them, I already have the best ones on the bottom to sort of build up to the excitement level. And sometimes, as I'm doing that stacking, I sort of like, fighting onto. So a little bit.
Yeah. I think this is maybe not exactly as Cardboard Insights asked, but that's always part of the card viewing exercise, is comparing them, ranking them, seeing how your sentiment has changed over time.
It's especially fun if you're comparing, like we kind of were doing with this Mahomes exercise, where it's like, I never thought about whether I'd rather have the Super Bowl contenders ticket or the optic. Like, they're kind of both it's not obvious which is better, and they're kind of similar-ish.
Yep.
But they're different cards. One's an auto and one's not,
True. Okay, from Prison Mike PC. What are some standard guidelines that funding companies should be expected to follow in regards to servicing the client? Specifically, should a funding company actively buy cards from their clients and then sell them later?
I don't think they should be required to do that part.
Yeah, well, this is kind of a question that's getting at the general idea of conflicts of interest with people who work in the industry or own companies in the industry, but they also are collectors or dealers, and when those identities can sort of get confused, right? Because like the idea here is that should somebody who's running a business, particularly a business like maybe a consignment company or a funding company or an auction house, should they be like let's take an auction house for example. Should an employee at an auction house like buy cards from one of their clients and then turn around and sell those cards at auction? Or should they be focused on only facilitating their client? Like, look, if you have this Michael Jordan Scoring Kings PSA 10, should the auction house employee say, "Hey, I'll buy that from you," and then turn around and sell it? Or should the employee just say, "Look, like, I can buy it from you for my collection. Otherwise, I should probably funnel you to just sell it through the auction house yourself rather than me buy it and then sell it." I think that's the essence of what this is getting at.
Yeah, this is tough, man. I know, didn't PWCC used to, and I think they probably still have this policy where they're not allowed to bid on any auction on the company's website?
Sounds right.
The employees are not allowed.
Yeah.
This kind of goes to the other one of like, it just feels like I'm not sure, so I'd rather err on the side of just not do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's tough too because you can have a good faith actor who buys a card from their clients and then sells it. There's been times when I've bought a card that I thought was going to be in my collection for life, and it wasn't. So it can be tough. So I just think this is, again, avoiding the appearance of impropriety. I think that's what this comes down to, again, is avoiding the appearance of it.
Well, think about the scenario. If I was trying to sell a card and I was working with a rep at a consignment or an auction house or eBay rep consignment or whatever, and they were like, "Well, I'll just buy that from you," and then it showed up at auction like 2 weeks later, I would be pretty pissed.
Exactly.
I'd be like,
and especially if like it's sold for like 5 times more than what you sold it to them.
I'd be like, you advised me, basically.
Yeah.
You basically advised me to just sell it to you, and then you advised yourself to not take your own advice. I'm not a fan of this. I'm not working with you anymore. Yeah.
That's the root of the conflict of interest, is that when they have their auction house hat on, they are, advising you. But when they have their collector hat on, they're advising themselves differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, the advice that someone gives you, if they don't do that advice for themselves, it's really bad advice. Here's the diet advice I have for you, and then you see them like not doing that diet. It's like, eh.
Yeah, that's tough. And it's tough on the other side too, because it's like, as a client, you have to own your choices. If you decided to sell it rather than send it to auction, like, you did make that choice, but the advice part of this is where it gets muddy, because they're counseling you on some level. So yeah,
this hasn't really come up. No one's ever really gotten called out for this, I feel.
Right, but it also kind of is tangentially related to this idea of people who say, I'm a huge, Zach LaVine collector. Like, I need this card for my collection, and then I buy it, and then in this hypothetical, I turn around and sell it a day later. And it's like, I wasn't a collector of Zach LaVine, apparently, because I sold it. I didn't need it for my collection because I sold it a day later.
Yeah,
it's tough. I guess just like, people are going to stumble, people are going to bump their heads. We're all going to make errors in judgment from time to time. So I guess just like avoid the appearance of impropriety at all costs, I think.
Would you rather have the Mahomes Gold Prism rookie or the second year Prism Black Finite?
Rookie.
Oh.
Gold rookie.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm trying to got you tonight.
You got to keep trying.
Yeah,
Caitlin Clark or Mahomes?
Black Finite or Black Prism?
Never mind.
That's crazy. Although the Clark might sell for something that is very, very
I'm having trouble coming up with a good stopping point for football. Go on. Next question.
Yeah, let me know if you think of one.
I can't because like I don't like any of the other quarterbacks, and it's just like a big drop off from non-quarterbacks.
It's probably among active football players. It's probably Mahomes, then Clark, then the rest of the
That's
football
what
players.
I'm saying. Yeah, it's like it's a strange gap right now that we have in the NFL where it's like Mahomes and then all the other quarterbacks because no one else has Super Bowls because of Mahomes,
Yeah.
and then receivers and running backs and stuff.
All right. So from Fat Snacks Cards, if unlicensed product is worth so much money and it is here to stay, why do people not buy products like Prism Baseball? Is it because people are quick to sell out on their morals when big money comes in? Or is the hobby really just changed their opinion suddenly?
It's because we don't have licensed Wembanyama rookie cards. Autographs. So like they're like, whatever. I guess I'll have to settle for this Topps. Have you seen all this Topps Wembanyama stuff that keeps coming out? There's like some exclusive product now where all the cards are Wembanyama cards and stuff like that. I think it's Topps Mercury or something. Did you hear about this?
Yeah. Mercury, $8,000 a box.
$8,000, and they're all Wembanyama cards, and they're all unlicensed.
Yeah.
Was this the Cajun comet in the sky post?
Maybe.
What is in? Oh, this is the one with this. Okay, I saw this card.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, I guess that. Okay, so that's in Mercury. I mean, that's a ridiculous card. You just showed the LeBron Wemby dual autograph gold vinyl 1/1 or Super Bragner 1/1.
But these are unlicensed cards.
That they are.
He's just wearing like a black jersey.
That's right.
And it's a made up product just for this.
Yeah, I believe this is the first anybody's ever heard of Mercury.
I mean, this is like $10,000. This is Topps being like, oh man, we could just print money.
That's the name of the game.
There's so many Wembanyama rookie cards being bought and sold and produced. I'll run that report again. It's probably even crazier.
Yeah.
The amount of sales volume for just Wembanyama relative to other superstars, and it's like there's so much money being spent on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can't even begin to keep up with all of it in his index. There's so many of these cards.
Yeah, and it's on Panini's side too. So, for example, this year, Panini has issued the following products: Prism, Prism Draft, Prism Monopoly, and now Prism Deca. 4 different Prism base sets to commemorate Wemby's rookie year.
What is Deca?
The brand new one that just came out.
What is it?
It's the theme is 2012 design.
Oh, I did see that. Oh my god, it's like the shimmer black sticker autos. Oh.
Yeah.
Prism Deca. Let me pull up a picture. This is a brand new product, and they look like 2012.
Right. Yes.
So they could confuse people into being like, "Oh my god, there's a Wembanyama 2012 Prism Black. Holy crap!" It says sold out on Panini's website.
I think it released today.
Some of the cards are already on eBay.
Oh, okay, never mind.
First off the line, Prism Deck. Oh, shimmer.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I mean, here's Fat Snacks. Here's what I interpret to be Fat Snacks' point with this question. Influencers and people who are incentivized to sell products are going to sell the products. And they're going to say whatever they think needs to be said within some boundary.
To fill breaks and stuff?
fill breaks, to sell product, to get people excited, to get the money coming in. And he's right to observe that people were very skeptical and low on unlicensed or partially licensed products up until very recently. And now they're not.
Because it's new and now's the time to sell it.
Exactly.
This happened. Is this similar to how every year people were hyping up Prism draft picks, and it's like as if we didn't know Prism would eventually come out?
Yes.
Yeah. Like you could buy that unlicensed, or you could just wait for the licensed for copies.
Yeah. Testing one's delayed gratification muscle.
Interesting. But the counter is that the Wembanyama autograph train is not coming for licensed.
That's true. And Mercury, I think, will have his first patch autographs.
Yeah.
Outside of the Tops Now first pitch ones.
What if I asked you to do that Mahomes project you had there for Wembanyama? Would you just like? It's not even. Your just head would explode.
Yeah, I do think Mahomes has more cards than people realize, even in his rookie year. But I don't know. I mean, Wembanyama, we're not done. We haven't seen so many products for Wembanyama haven't come out yet.
And his second season starts in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
I don't know anything about super modern. This is a lot.
Yeah. All right. Next topic here from Goats Card Collector. In today's market, it seems like there is strong competition for shiny rare parallels and game-used autograph cards. To me, it seems like game-used patch autos will, in the long term, be more limited, but the desire for shiny cards cannot be denied. What do you feel is the better long-term play? Low serial numbered parallels like older gold refractors and newer Black Finite 1/1 versus unique game-used patch autographs? Your thoughts, especially in football, since there is way less available game-used patches of some of the GOATs like Jerry Rice, Barry Sanders, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning. It's nice to see football cards gaining popularity, as evidenced with the recent Barry Sanders PMG sale, where a PMG Red PSA 9 sold for like 51 grand or something out of 135.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think these sales of the shiny cards that don't have memorabilia on them just speak to the power of like the cards themselves and the prestige of the sets and the weight that people put into the rarity and the prestige of the brand, et cetera, et cetera. And the autograph and the game used part of it are cool attributes, but they are not the primary attributes that make cards valuable and popular. And we've gone over this many times. Otherwise, we'd see people buy. There would be much more of a mad rush to just like get all these people's jerseys, the game worn actual jerseys. But the mad rush is on building the hierarchy and ranking system and how much you want to pay for each individual card given its stature. Like we'd rather have the Prism Black Finite than almost every single autographed and game jersey version card except for the NT, but that's because the prestige of NT tips it, kind of making it more even. Am I missing anything?
Yeah, I agree with that. I also do think it's worth acknowledging that when you do look up the highest selling cards of the Panini era, they are all Shield and Logo Man autographs. All.
Yeah.
So, or at least like the top 5 or 10 or whatever. I did this exercise once, and it's like Mahomes Shield autograph, Luka Logo Man autograph, Giannis Logo Man autograph, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow Shield autographs.
Yeah.
Those cards, and granted, a lot of those are not game used, but they are from the rookie photo shoot, which is authentic memorabilia, albeit not from a game, but the rookie photo shoot is a special event that gathers all the rookies and stuff, and it's unique in its own right. So, and so acknowledging that, and then the question is sort of saying like, well, look, like game used stuff is Like, the manufacturers are going to have to stop making it at some point because they're just going to run out of jerseys. So does that, like, long term, does that help make those more desirable because they're going to be more limited?
But they can only print the rookie cards in the rookie year.
Agreed. So that's the counterpoint. Is
Yeah.
that, like, yeah, that's true, but they can only make playing days cards for as long as the players in their playing days, and they can only make rookie cards. They're still making rookie cards after the rookie season's over, so it's kind of like, they can only make so many sets associated with the rookie season. Let's put it that way. So there are other ways to confine the list of permissible cards, but it is a good point, I think, right? That, like, using the game used aspect helps enforce some sort of limit on the amount of cards that can be made.
When I search Panini and sales history and sort by price, I get your point that, like, the top ones are logo mans and shields and stuff.
Yep.
But I don't see any sort of pattern as I scroll where it's like the game used always floats its way. I just see, like, the same brands. That's how when I look at this, I see Prism and National Treasures. Prism, National Treasures, Prism. That's all I see. I don't see any sort of. But yeah, if you go 1-to-1, the Shield / Logo Man versus the Prism Black, the Shield usually wins, and that's about the only thing I can notice.
Yep. Agreed. Yeah, it's not strictly the fact that it's a patch autograph card, because we went through dozens of patch autograph Mahomes cards. It's the patch autograph plus the brand.
The other thing I'll notice is I'm seeing Prism Golds sprinkled into this range.
Yeah. Yes.
And then below that you get to, like, the Immaculates and so, like, nobody agrees with us basically from earlier. What we said 6, 6, 13. The general consensus is probably like 2 or 3.
Yeah, dude. Prism Gold is just such a monster. The rookie Prism Gold is just nuts.
Yeah. Agreed, right? You would have guessed that, kind of with just guessing. Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, if we did that exercise earlier and we just said which cards are worth more than Prism Gold, the Donruss is not, the optical vinyl is not, the Immaculate, neither of the Immaculates probably would be. The Impeccable is not. The Vertex is not. You get, like, at most 4 or 5 cards.
Look at the sale here. Look at the sale. Remember this?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, I did. Yeah.
400,000 for the tribute LeBron PSA 10 gold Prism out of 10. Not even the black.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that was in 2022, but still, like, that card is here up in these rankings.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So it was the Trae Young Nebula for $400,000, but You'd rather have the Nebula over the gold?
Yes. Yep. Yes, I would.
Prism black sticker or gold?
Gold. Yep. Gold. All right. Sports Card Struggles asks, with Josh barging back into the football space with those incredible cards last week, it got me wondering, if you all were going to dive headfirst into baseball, what players and or parallels do you think that you'd go after?
Barging? That makes it seem like it's unwanted.
It makes me think of the Kool-Aid Man busting down the wall.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants their walls broken in.
But it has been said, you have barged.
Barge we must. Baseball. The more interesting exercise is, can we name 10 players? Let me pull up. What's the best stat to sort by? Is it WAR or something? Is that
F-WAR.
Okay. For 2024 or 2020, yeah, let's do 2024. Wins above replacement. Yeah. Who do you think is number 1
for this season? Ohtani.
He's number 5.
Bobby Witt.
He's second. Nice job. Look at you.
Yeah,
A regular.
I was talking to somebody about this recently.
I'm kind of surprised by this because I didn't think he was like an analytics beast. I thought he was more of just a big hitter, but
Oh, Judge.
yeah.
Yeah.
Witt is 2. Gunnar Henderson for the Orioles is 3. I don't even know who number 4 is. Jaron Duran. I don't know who that is.
Oh, wow.
Shohei
Me neither.
Ohtani's number 5, and then Soto's number 6.
Okay. Yeah. There's your top handful.
Why did you say Witt? Is there something you like about him?
No, somebody just was. I saw it on Twitter. Somebody, because like Witt is involved in car. I don't know. Somehow he came up.
He's with PSA.
Yeah. Somehow his name came up, and like somebody was like, "Yeah, he would probably win MVP this year if it weren't for Judge or something."
We've got a lot of KC people, Chris Cards KC, and
Yep.
and Sean Victory Investments, who post a lot of Bobby Witt stuff. So I see it through them.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so he's obviously having. Oh, and also like just because his cards have been selling for ridiculous amounts lately, Witt's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. He had like an orange sell for something obnoxious, a Bowman Chrome First orange.
Anthony says Bryce Harper. He's ranked 27th in WAR right now, and Mookie Betts. I recognize that name. I recognize like probably half these names.
Okay.
Maybe a little more. But Judge is like dominating in this category. He's at 9.9 and Witt is second at 9.1, so he's got a pretty sizable lead.
Nice.
And his offensive WAR is 10.8 and his defensive is -1.
Okay. So his defense is dragging down.
But most like the highest defensive WAR is like 2.9. So it's you can't get very much in defense because I think defense is like just don't mess up.
Right.
You can't really add. All right. Please stop
Yeah.
me, please.
I told the question asker too. I was just like, dude, we're not gonna have anything for this. Like,
Judge, he's the best. I would collect Judge.
Yeah.
I think his cards are relatively cheaper than some of these other guys too, from what I remember.
Yeah, they might be.
Because he's a
all right.
center.
Yeah, he's the equivalent of a center. Yeah.
He's big.
Okay, Summertime Poppy says, I want to know what lies in the future for Card Ladder. Will it remain the same with some tweaks? Will it evolve?
Christina, they're trying to steal our ideas again.
I'm gonna shut this one down and we're moving on. We do not provide. We don't make promises. We deliver. And at Card Ladder, we're proud to release things and not just announcements.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of people who like to copy us, so we're gonna wait until we actually release something for them to start copying us instead of them starting to copy an idea that we released before we've completely finished our upgrades.
I think Anthony would understand.
Plus, Anthony, this is a genuine statement I'm going to say. We don't know what we're building next week, let alone we honestly do like kind of work week to week on this stuff.
Yeah. I like the question though. It's a fun question.
I think he really enjoyed last week's episode. He's like he's come back to the show a bit. We've gotten his interest with that.
Welcome
and
back.
He kind of wants to know like what's the latest with Card Ladder. What are you guys up to?
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving on. Delete that question and move on to the next.
All right. The next question. I have an answer for this question.
We're gonna answer the next one.
Yeah, I have an
Maybe.
answer. I think we can. Yeah.
Okay.
From the Card Father 13. What's your business plan for Card Ladder? No.
Can you put it on a spreadsheet for me and send that on over?
The Card Father 13 would like to know, after the 1984 Star, what will be the next big card that you might predict would enter the pump and dump vortex?
Oh, this is a good question because he's I'm hoping he's not asking in terms of like help me invest. Like, what's the one I'm going to be annoyed by next?
Yes.
Right?
What's the card we can hate
Yeah.
on next?
Yes. Okay. The way he asked it, I have faith.
Well, do you have an answer?
I do.
Go.
I do.
Please.
Are you familiar with the sport of ping pong?
Stop it.
Also known as table tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back and forth between the 86 Fleer and the 84 Star for a little while. So my answer is the 86 Fleer.
Yes, exactly. That's my answer too.
It's going to make those people mad that they're not getting the hype, and they're going to pump that up.
Yeah, that's my complete answer as well. I think the writing is all over the wall. There's already the ability to say, look, historically the 86 Fleer has comped much closer, and so give it a few months. Let the dealers who would like to exhaust their reserves of 84 Star exhaust them, and it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if all of a sudden there's a groundswell of 86 Fleer is undervalued compared to the 84 Star.
The egg card.
Oh my goodness. That could be.
Are there any like semi-adjacent answers you might be able to give? Someone in the chat said, let me find it really quick. Oh, Brendan Ryan said the Magic and Bird rookies. Something that's like, oh, now that we're on the topic of vintage MJ rookies, did you guys know that the actual rookie of Bird and Magic is shared on one,
Whoa. Did I just look crazy?
That was pretty cool. It was like that was cool. Do that again.
I have no idea what did that.
Can you think of any other adjacent ones?
No, the 86 Fleer is the one that just seems like the 86 Fleer might be so obvious that it just doesn't happen, but.
Okay, we gotta get Josh to figure out how you did that so he could do it, so that could be the thumbnail for this week's episode.
Well, there's like filters on the bottom that I'm now discovering. You see this? Is it happening while I'm doing
it? There it is. Something happened.
Okay, so it is changing. There's like all these. If you click the happy face guy, there's like a bunch of like weird filters. I'm already bored of this.
Yeah.
One of them says 4K, and I click it, and nothing happens.
All right. Let's keep it going here. We just got time for a few more questions. Oh, this is great. From Cards and Cardio, do you foresee people pulling money out of high-yield savings accounts and putting it into cards or similar assets?
Is he like staring at his 401k account like, just tell me what to do? Do I push me over this edge?
Anthony says boomers discovering That's great.
Dude, true.
That's so
I tried to like edit a video on Instagram and like post it as a story, and it was a complete debacle. I felt like such a boomer.
Warren Buffett has the largest cash reserve that he's like sold a bunch of stock market shares leading up to these past couple months. And I'm just saying, like,
you think he's buying cards?
I think he's preparing for a crash in the market to then buy back shares at lower prices. So it might not be. Disclaimer: this is not financial advice. Anything said during the crossover is pure satire and should not be taken seriously. End disclaimer. So, I mean, it wouldn't be a horrible idea to take your money out of stocks and high-yield savings accounts and put it into cards if the market's actually crashing. Please see above disclaimer.
Christina is on fire, like truly on fire, when we are almost 2 hours into the show, and she is analyzing Warren Buffett's policies with respect to buying and selling stocks.
Well, so the Fed cut the rate yesterday, and so people's high-yield savings account took a cut today. People that are using that to get 5% cash savings, or they're dipped, so now it's like, dang, this isn't enough money. Maybe I should just go buy more cards.
The opportunity cost of money is going up as those HYSA rates go down.
Also, go ahead.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, also, usually when the Fed cuts the interest rates, the stock market has an average of plus 11% growth in the following year.
Yeah.
So people are aware. I believe that's the yeah. You're welcome.
Is Warren Buffett a boomer?
I believe he's the greatest generation.
I think he's way beyond boomer.
I think he's older than boomer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely fought in World War II.
There might be like a generation between him and boomer.
Ooh. List of generations. Here we go. We're going to solve this right now. The greatest generation. You just said it. 1924 is when it ended. Warren Buffett was born in... He's not 100, is he?
He's
94. He's so close. He's the next one. He is in... Silent.
He moves.
I wish all of the generations were silent.
Right.
Yeah, it goes greatest, then silent, then boomers.
Then X, and then technically we're Y, but we changed our name to millennial. Well,
yep.
Generations are just marketing ploys to establish groupings of society to market materials to. So that's all that means. Like, it's a demographic grouping that they can then market to you. So like then it goes X and then Y, which was renamed to millennials, and then we have Z, and then we have Alpha coming up, and like everyone says Alpha is like scary.
Alpha was born. My kids are Alpha. Alpha was after 2012. So Prism started Alpha.
Nice. Like that.
They're
all
like,
right.
You know what? These kids love their Prism. We gotta call it here.
From what are we doing here, George? How did this week's half-a-point Fed rate cut affect cards? Will the price of wax finally go down?
I hope so.
So wax prices will go down because the Fed together. You're losing me now.
Well, here's the problem, George. I think this only means wax prices are going to go up because people have less incentive to hold cash.
I thought most people celebrate the Fed cutting the rates.
Yeah, because people love playing the casino of the stock market.
And I'm like, am I the only one that kind of liked it when it was higher?
Yeah, we're going to be, about a year or two from now, we're going to be longing for the days of the HYSA 5%.
Yeah, like the conservative, boring people like me that love the 5% growth and just watch my 5%.
Yep.
But inflation's crushing us, so maybe this will fix inflation.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it, but that is probably the theory.
My eggs are so expensive.
All right, next we have Ragnar Cards, who asks, if black finites were out of 5 and did not exist, and there were no rarer parallels, would black finites still be your favorite card?
This is such a hard question.
Right.
So it's like black finite out of 5 or the gold prism out of 10.
Or the gold vinyl out of 5.
Yeah, that's like, isn't it just a gold vinyl at that point?
Yes. But a black finite.
I think I would not like it as much. I would go to the gold, I think.
Fair.
You?
I resist the question.
But the black finite does stand alone still. Like the gold vinyl has multiple products, so maybe the fact that it's only in prism and it's out of 5 is still okay.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think I've made this analogy before when Joe Poirot had a similar question, but it's like, this is like asking me, like, how good would Joel Embiid be at basketball if he was 6'4" instead of 7'1"?
You don't like alternate universe stuff?
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that, well, if he was 6'4" and nothing else changed, he probably wouldn't be in the NBA.
And that's like assuming he wouldn't change his skill set and his speed wouldn't increase.
Yeah, because then compared to the Black Finite, it's like if the Black Finite wasn't a 1 of 1, it was out of 5. Well, the thing that makes the Black Finite so great is that it's out of 1. You know?
Yeah.
It's the 1 of 1.
But I think he's trying to say that it's still the rarest parallel.
Okay. I would certainly like it a lot less if it was out of 5 rather than out of 1.
Well, then you'd have 5 times as many people posting the Mahomes Black Finite every day.
Yeah, that would be a disaster. All right. From Tiger Jordan 311. Are Prism Black Gold out of 5 more desirable than Prism Gold out of 10?
No way. This is even worse than gold vinyl.
Agreed.
This is like a black plus gold divided by 2 things that was out there. A genius idea.
Yes.
And it's not even a true division 5.5.
Mike Pinkerton 50 asks, do you like 2023-24 Topps Chrome basketball?
Nope.
Yeah, fair.
Unlicensed.
It's a test run. But it has some big Victor Wembanyama cards in it. Cardboard Insights had another question about the total sheer volume of Wembanyama cards, and like we kind of talked about that earlier. A few people asked about the Mercury boxes. We talked about that earlier, and that actually gets us through pretty much every question. And then there are some questions from previous weeks. But you know, maybe we just call it here. I mean, we're almost at 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys getting tired?
Yeah. Yep. This was a high energy show. This is a high. This show required a lot of decision making when we were ranking.
The mental exhaustion is just as real as physical.
Indeed. All right. So let's do this. Let's pick a time. All right. You ready, Christina?
Yep.
Finally in the 3rd inning. That's great. I love hating on the stupidity.
Always.
Always. Did we have to make a child with them?
What?
That's when Josh was talking about Optic and Contender.
Geeks, not nerds. Steve Urkel pants. Clark has done nothing.
You said that? That's so mean.
I did say that. By nothing, I mean no MVPs.
Don't try to justify it now.
Get a few MVPs.
You live in such a black and white world. You're like, are you the best player in the world? No, then you're trash.
More popular than Jason Tatum. Which
that could be anybody.
That could refer to a lot of things. All right. The School of Crossover. What's the card we can hate on next?
I actually like that one. So
I
far.
like that too.
Yeah.
That's a good follow-up. And then finally, my eggs are so expensive.
That came from me, not Christina.
Right. Just so that's clear.
Yes.
So we've narrowed this down, I think, to 3 finalists. Finally, in the 3rd inning, Geeks, Not Nerds, and what's the card we can hate on next? Yeah. Hate on next? Yep.
Yeah.
Is there a next emoji?
I think there actually is a next emoji.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's see.
Like next, like with a sign. But does it say next?
No.
No.
Like this one.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Like the next track.
Yeah, that works. That emoji definitely works. All right.
The 2 arrows.
Yeah.
I'm ready to hate on Fleer again.
Yeah, we kind of got thrown off our game not being able to hate on Fleer lately.
It's been a month.
Let's get some order restored here.
That card is the population on that card just makes me vomit. There's so many of them.
All right.
Did you see the 9.5 sell for a lot more? Did you
Yep.
sell that one?
Yep.
Was that because of the subs, or is that?
Had to
or
be.
is there-
I didn't look super closely, but it had to have been. The
Do you know
subs
the total?
always make a huge difference there.
You know the total population across PSA, BGS, and SGC of that card?
46,000.
Oh, I have nothing to respond with.
Just a guess. Just a totally random guess.
Nailed it.
All right, guys. Good luck to your football teams. I hope all your fantasy football players get injured.
They already are. Thanks.
Yeah.
And
Good luck unless it conflicts with what I want.
that's right. All right. See you guys next time.
CY Card Ladder is the most respected sports card analytics app on the market. We have virtually every card in our system. If the card you are looking for ever sold on one of these platforms, you can find it using Card Ladder's sales history. Easily find recent comps and get a better estimate what your cards are worth. CY Card Ladder is the most trusted and the most reliable sports card analytics app on the market. We know what you want because Card Ladder was created by collectors for collectors. Join the innovators, not the imitators. Card Ladder, constantly innovating. Try it for free. CY Card Ladder is the industry leader in sports card data. Card Ladder. We're just getting started.